Good morning, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. We've got breaking news. Highway 124 is flooded now. Right now we're looking at a van that floated earlier. The people are safe. And it looks like just a little bit, I've been sitting here, that water is coming up. And I was looking at the Waze map, and it shows several places flooded now. Now, yesterday, I came through here and there wasn't any water on the road. But now you see what it looks like. But first, this Bolivar Live is brought to you by the Big Store. When you're on Bolivar and you need anything, stop by the Big Store and you'll be greeted by a staff of smiling faces and a staff that's eager to help you find what you're looking for. I've been down here for about 30 minutes, and some higher profile vehicles have made it through, but I can tell you, once you get past in between that white car and that gray vehicle, you lose track of the center line, and water is running across the highway at a pretty good pace. And so I've watched a lot of people turning around. I'm going to zoom in, or I'm zoomed in, see if you can see the trucks going through. Two ice trucks that just left the Big Store are going back up. I believe they're from Kuntz, and so they're heading back up there. But you can see I'm right here, right in front of where the Anahuac Wildlife Refuge sign is, and at the corner of on 1985, I got reports that the water's about 3 foot deep there, because that road does drop down a little bit. So as of right now, I would say this road's impassable. Turn around, don't drown. I can see traffic stacking up down the ways. Looks like the same thing here. People are pulling over, looking at it, and then most of them are turning around. But if you're coming down to Crystal Beach from Winnie, I would say it's impassable with the flow. And there you can see there's a truck coming off 1985. You can see it's up to its bumper. And it's pushing water. But you can see what it looks like. They came down 1985 and turned and did make it through. But it's not a safe trip. So I wanted to let everyone know that as of right now, and this water probably has not peaked out. I talked to the Sheriff, Brian Hawthorne, and they're aware of it and working on getting people down here from what I understand. Like I said, you can see one van that tried to make it through and floated. The people did get out safely, I was told. And you can see a second vehicle now. Looks like it's stuck down there too, that have flooded out. So if you're in the area and you're going from Winnie to 1985 or High Island, you need to look at another area, another way to come, and you can come down through Galveston. I'm going to zoom in where you can see the water running over the road. And that wasn't like that earlier, and so it would be safe to say that this water is on the rise from what I'm seeing, and that this isn't a direction you want to go. And I'm going to zoom in, see if you can see. It looks like there's an airboat running there, and you can see vehicles backed up on the other direction. Also, a lot of the cows have been released onto Highway 124 to get them out of flooded pastures. So if you are coming down Highway 124 out of Winnie, make sure you proceed with caution, because they're having to let the cows out, and they're putting some hay on 124 to get them out of the water for health reasons. And it's something that happened during Harvey, and they're doing it now to save the livestock and get them out of the deeper water. So anyway, we wanted to let you know you can see, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit now so that you can see what it looks like here at the intersection of 1985 and Highway 124. I would be safe to say it's impassable. It's not worth your life. your family's life or your kid's life to push through and try and get through here, because I imagine this water's still going to rise for a day or two. Galveston, you can get through on the Bolivar Ferry if you're trying to get down to Crystal Beach and check your home. The power did come on last night for most everyone between 9:30 and 10. I heard there was a few homes that didn't get power back. Maybe there's a fuse blown somewhere, but I know there's a lot of electrical trucks down there going over the grid and doing what they can. And so this is just part of living in Southeast Texas. Say your prayers for everyone. There's a lot of families affected by floodwaters, and now some of this that wasn't flooded before is flooding now as that water makes its way from north of I-10 on down this direction. So we'll keep you informed if we hear anything else, but right now I would say Highway 124 and 87 is impassable for safety reasons. I don't see any sheriff or anything out here that have closed it, but I imagine it's going to happen today at some point because the road is flooded. You can see some vehicles that have floated there and stalled out. I know that once you get down past that first vehicle, you even lose track of the center line. Someone told me that came through, and that's the deepest point in there, going up towards Winnie for about probably another mile, I would say, or 3/4 of a mile from what I'm looking at. I can see traffic's backed up on both sides of this flooded area, and so people are heeding warning and looking at the situation before they go through. So anyway, we'll be back a little bit later on today and let you know exactly what it looks like. If we hear that they officially close it, we'll let you know, but I would be safe to say you can count on this being closed. And even if it's not, for the safety of yourself, your vehicle, please don't go through flooded areas. You never know. A road could be washed out. There could be debris on the road, and you don't want to be caught or dropped off in it. We saw some vehicles that missed turns in Winnie whenever it was flooded earlier. I believe they do still have the dome open in Winnie for those that are looking for shelter, and we do have a distribution point in Crystal Beach. If someone made it down there and they need some clothing or need help, go to the Alice's Restaurant, which is the turquoise building just east of there. You can see a vehicle turn around. He's not going to take a chance. Just east of the big store. So we'll try and keep you informed. You can see people are turning around. Some people are going through it, but you can see on that vehicle, that truck down there, how deep it is. And like I said, this water is rising, and I imagine it will for a day or so. We're going to head on out. Hope y'all are safe. Say your prayers for everyone in Southeast Texas affected by this flood. And we'll be back a little bit later on. The big store did get ice. They've got 2 truckloads of gas if you need it. You can stop by the big store. They've got, everyone pretty much has power now in Crystal Beach and on Bolivar Peninsula. So it's just a matter of getting here through Winnie and that area that you're going to have trouble. I-10 is still closed down from my understanding from flood, and I heard 73 is closed down also. So y'all have a great day. Say your prayers for everyone in Southeast Texas, and until next time, this is David with Bolivar Live. God bless, and bye-bye.